Welcome back. So we are currently 3-0 in our first competitive Legacy League. We're going to see how long that lasts. Just answering my phone while I wait. This is definitely the longest we've sat. Every other game has been within like 30 seconds. Not the end of the world though by any stretch, obviously. I definitely feel like the hype or anti-hype or negativity, whatever you want to call it, about MTGO being dead because of Arena is certainly horribly wrong. There's 407 active players at 4 in the afternoon on a Sunday in a league that still has tons of time left. Oh, there we go. We found a match. It did take, I don't know, almost 2 minutes, but whatever. It's taken me a while to find some matches sometimes in the past. It's not the end of the world by any stretch. We are going to play first. And we're going to turn 1 Chalice of the Void, turn 2 Rabble Master. Hope that's good enough. Let's see if we can make someone sad on turn 1. Or they'll force will us, and we will be the ones who are sad. Opponent's deciding to mulligan, so I'm just checking to make sure everything is set up properly as it should be. And there we go. We're going to actually put the Simian Spirit Guide on because we have tons of mana sources in our hand, and this way we play around days in the future. We don't have to worry about it at all. Opponent just said, good luck, have fun. That's my first like fun interactive opponent I've had today. My last opponent did talk a little. They said I was going to chuckle when I looked at their hand, saw 5 lands with the Sorcerer Spyglass, 2 of which I think were wastelands. So I'm definitely glad now that I played the Chrome Mox earlier because my opponent had an early wasteland. It honestly could even... Oh, that's very good for us. The Chalice on 1 could be very good. That we could be playing against D&T. And oh, we're not. We're playing against Legacy Eldrazi, it looks like. I'm okay with this because we're gonna get 2 goblins out, and like their creatures will be bigger, but our goblins are going to get very large very fast. Oh, well, that's not good. That's incredibly not good. Do you have another one? Oh my god. Alright, well, that's game. So we needed the Trinisphere. Chalice of the Void just did nothing. Yeah, we can't make enough goblins to win that race, I don't think. Especially because my first goblin this turn and next turn will all die. In fact, all my goblins every turn will die if they don't just start attacking. I need a way to kill my opponent's things, I think. Matter Shaper is actually a pretty good card. That also means they're going to swing for 6 here. Yeah. Also means my 4 main deck cards do basically nothing. So I do bring in the extra board wipe. Blood Moon is a turn late, $1 short. It's a couple turns late, honestly. It would have stopped them from playing the Reshaper last turn, though, and that would have been good. But that's just magic. Naming Spirit, so obviously he has a Spirit Guide in his hand. He just doesn't really need to ramp. I just take 7, really. I can't afford to block or trade because I still have to do something at some point. Chalice on 2 also just doesn't do anything. I'm at 5, yeah, it's just game. That was just too fast of a start. So we need the Fiery Confluence, that's definite. The Chalices do nothing this game. I think we're going to bring in the Ley Lines and hope we can get the Helm combo to kill our opponent. Which means we're also going to leave in the Karns to search for that, as well as Liquid Metal Coating and Ensnaring Bridge, and hopefully that'll be good enough to get us there. Sadly, our creatures aren't going to be able to do it. We should also probably bring in at least 1 Spyglass so that we can turn off, I don't know, like Eye of Ugin so they can't search their deck. That's probably not good enough, but they do play Wasteland. No, I think the extra War Boss is still better. Okay, so let's try that. We're playing another incredibly fast deck. We just need an early Blood Moon. Even Trinisphere doesn't do it. We have the Ley Line, which we're not going to deal with. And that makes it so that we can... Or we can play the turn 1 Trinisphere, which is like... just better because it stops their 0 drops. Yeah, we're gonna keep. We're gonna play the City of Traders into the Chromox into the Trinisphere turn 1 and just pray that's good enough, especially because they mulled to 5. Oh no, they mulled to 4. So we're not gonna do the turn 0 Ley Line, even though that's one of the cards we actually really wanted to try and win the game. But we needed to cast a Trinisphere of all the strange things. Don't see that often at all, but we need to not let our opponent have 6 power turn 1. That's far more important than an alternate win con that we may or may not get to. Yeah. Turn 2 Hazaret, pretty decent. Next turn we'll definitely be able to attack with it. And now my opponent can just like play Thought-Knot Seer and hope that's good enough. I actually played Legacy Eldrazi for a very long time, but I ended up selling it to financially support myself when I was going back to school. Which does, you know, kind of feels bad, but like that's just life, right? It's nice to see it doing well in the league. I'm 3-0, so I'm assuming my opponent's also 3-0. What do I want to top deck here? Blood Moon would be the best card, I guess. And it does look like it is going to be a Thought-Knot Seer, which is fine. Because I win that race, like, you know, in and of itself. If I draw another land, I'm in trouble. Because then I can't do anything with Hazaret immediately. Like, I can pitch the extra land, deal 2, and still attack, but I just mean, like, I'd rather be interacting rather than just pitching a land, if that makes sense. I guess, like, some people would say Blood Moon is non-interactive, and, you know, really it isn't, because I'm trying to keep my opponent from being able to do what they want. But ultimately, I just, I don't find it to be incredibly negative or offensive or anything. Oh, they decided to keep their Spirit Guide and just play an Endless 1-on-3. Interesting. And it's a Blood Moon. Hallelujah, boys. It's like I'm good at this game. Despite how game 1 went. Oh, and then I got too excited and clicked through my combat. Well, that's magic for you. On the plus side, they can't Reality Smasher me now. If they somehow were able to, despite having to play against the Blood Moon. So that's kind of neat. But yeah, that was a huge misplay. Got too excited. I did that in one of my other videos as well. I forgot how Sorcerer Spyglass actually works, and I just got really excited to be able to play it on curve and mess with my opponent, and then did absolutely nothing because it was a mana ability. Non-artifact, non-creatures. Okay, that's fine. I'm already at 3. I have 4. The only other cards I want to play are Karn and Chandra anyways. I don't think they can deal with the Blood Moon, so I think I'm going to attack and throw the Blood Moon at them. I remember Blood Moon being a really big problem when I played that deck, so... Jite! Well, that is a large problem. My opponent just played right around me. Neat. Okay, that's cool. So now Chandra doesn't actually get me out of this. I really do want a Braid or something else that destroys artifacts. Cool. 1, 2... How were they able to do... Oh, they have the Simian Spirit Guide. Yeah, I remember. Next one, they can kill my Hazoret if I don't do anything, and that's bad. Because I just remove all the counters. So I didn't draw what I wanted to get out of this. That being literally anything. But it does keep them from killing my Hazoret next turn, which is really nice. I don't even know, like Chandra just doesn't do it. If he attacks here and I get Confluence, maybe I can because like he gains 2, but he can't block, so he takes 9 either way. Interesting. Oh, I can't actually cast Fiery Confluence though. Because of that, I would need another land. Oh, and he has a blocker. Well, that's not good for me. Okay. Oh, so that if I swing, I just lose Hazoret. And I get the Fiery Confluence, and I'm short of mana to play it. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? God, I'm good at this game. I just know all the plays, and then they make me sad because I can't do them. So I don't attack, which further sucks, because if I attack the first turn when I wanted to, I would have my opponent 3, and if I draw any land, I can kill them with Fiery Confluence. So I done goofed. Oh well. This game is definitely looking more and more like it's going my opponent's way. I even drew the hate card I wanted, and I can't play it. Thorn of Amethyst is a great card. Yeah, you got it. That's fine. If I draw a land, I'm probably fine. And if I don't, then I just lose. Oh, hang on. There we go. may be wondering why I bothered to block. The answer is because if he keeps his creature, my Hazoret still dies to the minus effect of Umezawa's Jite. So there's no reason not to make him lose his 3/3 at the least, especially because he only has one card in hand and a 1/1. Obviously, Jite will still eventually beat me if I don't deal with it by drawing like a land or something. Or Braid. He did get the counters, and now you can equip, and now you can kill my Hazoret. It's funny, because if I had another land, any other card in hand, I could pitch that, put my opponent to 2, and then if I get a land I win off Fiery Confluence, but that's just not how it's going for me this game. And honestly, I'm 3-0, I don't feel bad, I'm doing well for my first competitive league despite a couple of misplays. But it does feel bad when you lose to game effects, such as not being able to draw a land for one. Okay, going to cast. We're going to destroy one artifact and deal 4 to our opponent, or do I destroy both artifacts? Because Thorn doesn't really bother me, because now I have 5 land, any other draw I land is just extra. Any other land I draw, I don't know how I got that backwards. Also, my opponent chose not to attack or do anything. Yeah, I think that's fine. Target artifact, yep. Also means I can kill my opponent if I manage to draw another one, which is really nice. Now, if I draw another Jeet, I have nothing, but one thing at a time. I have to not die now so I can try to win later. I'm at 14, it's not like I had no life, but like a Reality Smasher just beats me to death. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. I did give you the ability to actually cast that, which is kind of cool. Chandra is now not great for me. Chrome Mox does literally nothing. That's unfortunate. Karn doesn't really do anything, but he will get me the bridge out of my sideboard, which is quite nice. Game 3, I'm gonna have to draw something good. That is something good. I think that might just win me the game. I might get the game 3, boys. Let's see. Or girls. Could always be girls. Yeah, my opponent scooped it up. We're going to game 3. Better lucky than good. LSV 2017, 2015, I don't know. Either way. The Leyline of the Void was good in that it was a free colored card to put under Chrome Mox. Didn't end up using it for its intended purpose, as I really didn't expect that I would. But it was certainly interesting. I don't think I have anything else. I just rely on my Blood Moons and Bridges to get me there. So it's got Fiery Confluence, it's got 3 available mana sources turn in the opener, but it's not a turn 1 Trinisphere. I actually can't play Mom and Pop or Fiery Confluence without drawing some other land of some other kind. And my opponent might just kill me by then. I guess I'm just, if I keep this hand, I'm banking on not losing I guess if I get to Fire Confluence, even if they put a bunch of 0 mana 2/2s into play, by turn 3 I can just kill them all. Okay, we're gonna try it. It's not turn 1 Sadness though, so let's pray. Dear Magic Luck Gods. Mimic, yeah, that's actually very bad. So I probably just want, like, something. That wasn't it. Gods, what do I pitch? I think the P and K is the worst card in my hand, situationally. I would have greatly liked the Trinisphere, but such is life. Could have been a lot of things. I could have drawn a lot of cards and they would have been fine. Fortunately, my opponent appears not to have had just a racy as hell, like 5 and just hit me for 10 on turn 2. So I probably can't ask for a lot better. That's gonna beat me, however. That is a problem. This is a fair interactive match card. Says I'm not a red player. That forces me to play the Rabble Master this turn. And now I have to draw a land to be able to play Bridge or Trinisphere. Obviously, because for some reason I've had some trouble drawing land today. Despite having, you know, the usual amount in the deck. Every turn I'm getting closer and closer to just dying, which worries me, but I can't do anything about it. Soul Land, off the top. One time. Nope. Literally got nothing. No, I think I just attack for 2. I don't trade my Rabble for a Mimic. My opponent's drawn quite well. Obviously, I've drawn 3 cards and gotten 0 lands, which is less good. I'm never going to be able to play this Fire Confluence, which now I have an absolute need to do. Even if I get a land, I can't deal with that because I have to draw a land and a braid. Wow. That's a beating. Alright, well now I have to get all the damage in. They're not going to trade because they have GTA and they're just going to kill me, or kill my Rabble Master. Oh, they are. Interesting. I did not see that coming. I'm not going to play the Simian Spirit Guide. It's just a body. I need to be able to get to... I need to be able to get to 6. A Soul Land will do it. I guess they just named Chromox. They might name Chandra, because if I ever get to her, she's really good, and my opponent has 1 card left in hand. It's probably not a creature. They would have played it because they had the GT out. Yeah, they named Chandra. That's good for me. Well, it's not great. It just means they didn't take me off land. Obviously, I'm just drawing garbage anyways, so my odds of winning go down every single turn. Sure, I'm swinging for 3, and if they never draw a creature, I'll win that. But, like, I've drawn every mana source I had in my opening hand, except the Spirit Guide I finally drew. So it's now turn 6, and I've drawn 0 land. If I do eventually get a Soul Land, though, I might be able to win this. Nope, just sadness. Oh god, I can't even play my Blood Moon. So I'm just going to end up discarding. 6 draw steps, 0 land is fun. 0 mana sources, I should say. Well, I have to attack. We did not come here to play defensively. If I can get my hands on a soul in this game. But if I can't, I will lose this game. Even another goblin doesn't do anything because he will have cards. He'll have counters on as soon as that was GT. Sorry, I got distracted there. But discard effect for having 8 cards in hand. My opponent is at 8, which is fine. They have a wasteland, which like kind of sucks. So it's another pseudo mana source, but it does nothing this turn. That said, it puts me to 4, the spirit guide puts me to 5. I just need to draw 1 and I can start doing things. Maybe. We're gonna pitch to Chandra because there's a Sorcerer Spyglass naming her anyways. I really wish I had kept the P and K now. And I clicked through my attack phase. Wow. I need more coffee. I am so sorry, chat. Now I'm just apparently playing like garbage. I'm not really sure why. I'm feeling a little defeated, I guess, by 8 turns, 0 lands, and a Ratchet Bomb. So yeah, that is the game. There's like no way I win now. Yeah, GG opponent. Well, the only misplay I really did was clicking through my attack phase, but it ultimately didn't matter. My opponent drew a Ratchet Bomb and just killed me, and in 8 turns I drew exactly 0 land. And I had no way to race, no way to remove my opponent's permanents. I had all the answers in hand and just couldn't ever cast any of them. That's just magic, though. I'm still 3-1 in my very first competitive Legacy League, so I'm not feeling super put off. I'm just thinking how, if at all, I can change my deck, maybe include some more mana sources. I don't really think I need to. I'm following the same like build methodology that all the other mono red players online are putting up results with. I just had some bad luck. And I'm still 3-1, so my luck isn't like garbage. That particular game just didn't work out, and my opponent drew 4 sideboard cards that we saw. Yeah, stuff happens. There was turn 1 sadness, just wasn't me doing it. Gonna take a short break, get some more coffee, and then I'll be back for game 5.